Afro-scientific spirituality. My name is Raymond West, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time watching me on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is the place where I separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today I'll be talking about a very controversial issue in the world of African spirituality, in the world of Pan-Africanism in general. What does it mean to be a Pan-African? And does marrying a white person actually makes you anti-black, or a black racist, or a white supremacist in disguise? This is a topic that I want us to trash today, because it keeps coming on and off, and I have said some things about it in the past, but I've not really focused more on it. Yesterday I posted an article about the achievements of Michael Jackson to the black community, especially with him bringing consciousness into Pan-Africanism, which is a release of that is Remember the Time album, where he casted black actors as pharaohs and royals in Kemet in ancient Egypt. That was the first video produced worldwide on television, the first musical whereby black people were actually casted as ancient Egyptian pharaohs in history. And he did this solely from his own budget. When he started that project, he knew a lot of people. Michael Jackson was the biggest musician in the world when he was alive. Even till now, no other musician have been able to break his record. But when he wanted to do that production to picture Kemet in the big screen with black actors showing the royalty and portraying the original, organic, natural Kemetic legacy, none of his white friends, none of his big producers agreed to sponsor or finance that production. He has to hire a black director, John Singleton, and he did all the production, all the cost of production came from his own money. And after that, it's like there was a spike of consciousness in the world. A lot of African people, after watching that, they now start studying more about ancient Egypt, to research if the ancient Egyptians were actually black, to research the truth about ancient Egypt. People were like, they were awoken by that very video that he did. He did this, and a lot of things happened. And at the same time, he incurred the wrath of white supremacy. It was after he did that, Remember the Time, that they start attacking him, accusing him of child molestation. He started having lawsuits here and there. They were trying to do everything possible to bring him down, to soil his good name. That was how Michael Jackson's problem started, because he tried to showcase Africans in the royal light, to say the truth about the ancient Egyptians, that they are black people, they are Africans, not Arabs or white people. Apart from that, Michael Jackson went around doing a lot of charity works for the African community, building schools, financing projects, trying to lift people up, encouraging, empowering the African community. He did a lot of good work all over the world, and it was an icon. But what people are knowing him for now, the main thing that most of these Pan-Africans are not saying about Michael Jackson, that he was not a true African person, because his marriages were to white people, and that he's suffering from some sort of self-hate. That's why he bleached his skin from black to white, and he did not marry a white woman. So therefore, he did not marry a black woman. So therefore, all his achievement, or all his work to promote African people is nothing, because he did not marry an African lady or an African American lady. So this is the issue that I am having from time to time. Anytime I post about Michael Jackson, talking about the importance of Michael Jackson, the role that he played in actually moving raising the consciousness of African people and trying to bring that energy of love all over the world. You will see one or two people that will come out to try to discredit all the achievements of Michael Jackson simply because he married a white lady. Now, this now resulted in this question: does marrying a white person or a non-black person makes you anti-black? This is a question I want to talk about today, because if it does, automatically everybody that marries a non-black person is anti-black. And in my own opinion and the court of general public opinion, this is not true. That's why I want to talk about this case today. I don't see, with all due respect to my Pan-African family, at here and everywhere, I don't see marriage to a non-black person as a yardstick for measuring the blackness or the dedication or the commitment of an African person to their the promotion or the advancements of their race. Yes, it's a good thing, but not everybody can be the same. There are exceptions to the rule. This is how life is. Life is a place where different things happen. There's a mixture of the races, not in a general form, but from time to time we will see people that are divergent. We will see people that may not be able to find love inside their own race for whatever reason. This is how life is. Life is unpredictable. You never know who and who is going to fall in love. Okay, this is not God did not design it to be a one size fits all for everybody. This is not the way it is. So we cannot really dictate what will happen to anybody, even if the person is having a certain level of consciousness. Everybody are attracted to different things in life. Their interests, my interest differs from your interests. In the case of Michael Jackson, for whatever reason, why he chooses to live the way he chooses to live his life, I believe it's based on his own life experience and his own life path. And he grew up quite naturally in a black family, in a black home, in a black neighborhood. And as he begins to grow, he finds that things begin to change. He has his destiny of becoming a musician. And somewhere along the line, you find that he was having a rare case of this disease of vitiligo, that actually the kind of takes out the melanin from the skin. He was having that as he begins to grow up, and the best way for him to solve that problem is to do a skin grafting, to change his skin. So you find that it's easier for him to just change all the skin to white. His skin is already changing. He didn't plan for this, but it happened. This vitiligo, it has happened to a lot of people. I have seen people that have this skin issue, and they have to live their life like that. If you don't have money to do extensive cosmetic or plastic surgery like Michael Jackson, you live your life like that. So he has the money, he has the means. He said, why not do something? And he did it. Then also for the nose issue too. I don't know, for whatever reason, he chose to change his nose. Maybe to just complement his white skin for whatever reason. I don't know if advising him, but he did that. And it turned out the way it turned out. As he continues to go along his life, he got married, and his only two marriages he did was to two white women. Elvis Presley's daughter, which did not last, and he got another marriage to somebody else, a white woman, and both of them was divorced. So what we see here is his own life path. But this didn't stop him from actually trying to do something for his black family. It didn't stop him from doing something for the black race, which he did. And what he did to me was very, very powerful. The way he's lived his life, the influence he tried to bring to the head is very strong, in the sense that he was trying to use his music to unite people. This was the number one message of Michael Jackson's song, to spread love, to kind of heal the world and make it a better place. He said this many times. He knew about the problem of racism. He grew up during the time of segregation, discrimination. He knew all these things that is happening. He was a victim of it. He was a victim of capitalism. He did his best to bring unity. That is his own worldview. Michael Jackson feel that if he use this song, he can fight racism, he can bring unity. He tried his best. And as humans, we all have flaws. And when the time comes for him to die, he died. But his influence is still here today. So I see Michael Jackson as one of the greatest souls that have ever come out of this planet Earth. I see him as a legend. I also see him as a deity, and I pour libations to Michael Jackson. He's one of our ancestors, whether you like it or not. He's very, very influential that most black people will ever be, than most white people will ever dream to be. There was one time Michael Jackson was the most popular person in the world, and if you say you still put the most top 5 popular people till date, Michael Jackson will still be among one of them, if not the most popular person. He's the biggest musician. No musician living have been able to ever broken any of his records till date. Michael Jackson is an icon. He's a deity. And guess what? He's a black man. Whether he changed his skin or not. So I have seen him, and it's not something you can push aside, despite all the lies, all the attacks, all the lawsuits, everything, all the slander and defamation. Michael Jackson is still a force to reckon with. So, in my own view, I don't see that we should discredit all his achievements because he got married to a white woman. For in my opinion, this is very wrong. You cannot say that because somebody is black, he must only get married to a black person. What if Michael Jackson have gotten married to a black Negropean Christian woman? Is it not still the same thing? That Negropean Christian woman will still have taken his heritage and squander it and use it to give to one useless man of dog pastor to promote Christianity in the world. This is the only mistake Michael Jackson make, his choices. Everybody makes mistakes. Nobody is perfect. Okay, even me, I have my own mistakes. The people that are castigating him, they have their own mistakes. If we should check their life. So we cannot say that we should throw all his achievements under the bus because he got married to a white woman. Besides, him marrying a white person did not stop him from achieving all this goal. It did not stop him from being who he was. It did not stop him from caring. It did not stop him from going into the hood. Even when he was still alive, he was going everywhere. Even Fadjo in one of his songs, his diss song to Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent, he said that I saw MJ in the hood more than Curtis. Meaning he keeps seeing Michael Jackson coming to the hood to visit the black community to do 1 or 2 projects. You see him doing a lot of things, despite the fact that he got married to a white woman. So we have this mentality in Pan-Africanism that any Pan-African that married a white person or a non-black person is not a true Pan-African person, and they should not be regarded as somebody that will be taken seriously. This is very wrong. Okay, there are so many credible African people that their spouses are not Africans, but they contributed immensely to our African spirituality and our African consciousness evolution. Somebody like Sheikh Anta Diop, he one time married a white French lady. Wife was a white French lady, but it didn't stop him from writing all the books exposing the truth about Kemet. It didn't stop him. Even Frank Frankson of Angola also got married to a white woman. If you check it didn't stop him from writing The Wench of the Earth, from saying the truth. about what is going on. There are so many black people out there that whatever happened to them, their spouse may not be a black person, but it never stopped them from adding their own contributions to the advancement, development, promotion, and upliftment of the African race. Okay? So we should not allow people personal life to interfere with their public life or what they are known for, their professional life. The mistake we make in Pan-Africanism, we judge our heroes too harshly. We judge our people too much. It's like we have this mentality, this Christian mentality is still affecting us that for you to be a leader, you must be this perfect person that has no single flaw. That is the only way. I don't know who give us this standard. Maybe they still have this savior mentality of Jesus Christ, that Jesus was a perfect person. People in Christianity, Jesus was not perfect. He was a poor bastard. He died. He came as a poor man and died as a poor man. He was a thief. He has no money. Jesus was trekking from place to place like a homeless man. He was not perfect, and he was beaten to death. Jesus in the Bible, Jesus wasn't killed because he was a son of God. He was killed for claiming that he was a king of the Jews. He was calling himself a king. That's why the Roman Empire caught him and they killed him. Because when you declare yourself a king in a foreign land, you are trying to go against the authority of that land. If I go to UK tomorrow, United Kingdom, and I start calling myself king in United Kingdom, that I'm a king of so and so, I'm a king of one place, I'm a king of London or king of Manchester, then I start carrying followers and asking people to be addressing me as a king. Don't you think the UK government will come after me for daring to call myself a king in their land? This is what happened to Jesus. He was calling himself king of the Jews, and the Roman Empire was in place. So the emperor got angry. Who is this person calling himself a king of the Jews? Who the hell is he in my domain, in my command? That's why they killed him. So you see, you have to have something that you have to do for yourself. To what can you, as a black person, what can you do to advance your spirituality, to advance your people, to make your race a better race? You marrying somebody from a non-black extraction does not make you anti-black. The way most people see it, that if you did not, as a black man, you must marry a black woman. What if that black woman is a drug addict and is bringing you back, and the black woman is not supporting your dream of promoting African unity? What is the purpose of that kind of marriage? Is it not better to marry a white woman that will support that your dream and help you to be the person you really want to be? Is it not better that way? Me, I have experienced this when I came to Nigeria before I got married. I met a lot of these African Christian girls, Christian black girls, claim to be educated, that were telling me that, oh, they will not even consider having a relationship with me because I am not a Christian. That before I will have a relationship with them, I have to become a Christian. I have to stop practicing African spirituality. I have to start going to church. That is the only way they will consider me. Some give me conditions. Many of them talk. I witness all these things. Now, would it not be better for me to marry a white woman that support my African spirituality, support my practice, is ready to stand by me to make sure that I continue doing it, than to marry a black person that is anti my African spirituality? Which case will you prefer? A black person that will destroy my dreams, or a white person that will support my dreams? Which one do you prefer? Or a non-black person that will support my dreams of becoming an African spirituality practitioner? This is what you need to consider. It is not all black people that are Pan-Africanists. It is not all black people that are good. I keep telling my black brothers and sisters, you need to hear this properly. You people are not getting the memo. Marrying a black person does not mean that you are a Pan-African person. It means that you just simply find love where in your race. If your marriage is not contributing any positive thing to the development and advancement of your people, of your spiritual practice, then it amounts to nothing. It amounts to zero. This is the way I see it. Your marriage is supposed to be working for you in all ramifications. If it's not working for you like that, then for me it's just a regular marriage. Yes, it's good for people to get married. It brings happiness, brings children, companionship. It's a good thing. But your marriage is supposed to be something that will inspire you to be greater, to reach out to the outside world, to showcase your spirituality, to showcase your love, and to be able to be a union that will make a positive impact all over the world. What Michael Jackson, I believe he was trying to do, was to bring the unity between white and black people together, to bring peace and harmony. This is, in his own way, this is the only way he can do it. Everybody have their way of pushing the struggle. Michael Jackson's way was love, spreading message of love. Malcolm X's way is by all means necessary, which I still totally support. Martin Luther King was the breaking segregation. Mandela way was making peace with the enemy. Stop killing us, stop doing this, stop doing that, and you can stay here. My own way is fire for fire. Everybody have their own way of doing the spiritual work. Okay? In my own view, it tried. We have many black people that are 100% black. Their mother is black, their father is black, their spouse is black. But they have not done any single thing in their whole lifetime to promote Pan-Africanism, to promote African spirituality, to even make their continent, make their life better. They have failed woefully. I can point many black people to you that are very, very active in destroying African spirituality and destroying their continent. Number one, Tinubu, my president. Number two, my vice president. Number three, the whole Senate House of Nigeria. Number four, all the daddy GOs in the country. All these are black people married to black women doing the anti-black things in the middle of Africa. We never talk about this side. Then you see one black Pan-Africanist wey marry non-black person, you go want to kill am, to flog am with koboko. Our people, don't you people have sense? This thing gets me angry all the time. Look at the black people that are killing other black people, the Boko Haram, the terrorists in Nigeria, the bandit, Fulani herdsmen. Are they not African people? Yes or no? They are not, what they are doing, is it Pan-African thing? The South Africans chasing other Africans from their country right now, are they Pan-Africans? But they are black. Their father is black, their mother is black. Then we have not talked about that one. Then if you see one black man that, or one black woman that have a white spot on a non-black spot, you want to kill them, that they are not Pan-Africanists. And they are doing their best. They have a charity organization. They are actually doing something to bring awareness, to bring consciousness to African people, to bring consciousness to the continent. Then you are shooting them down because they have a non-black spot. You are an evil person. We need to stop this. I see this when I see people attacking our own heroes simply because of this. I see them like enemies of the, to be honest, I see them like enemies of the struggle. Because we need to be unifying. I support the message of Michael Jackson of unifying. We need to unify with who want to support us. Not all black people are bad. Not all black people, not all white people are good. Yes, when you see the few white people that want to support you to see your dream come to reality, you partner up with them. Not say you reject them, they go and partner with any black Tom, Dick, and Harry because you want to be pro-black. It doesn't work like that in real life. We travel every day, we meet with different people from different races every day. We use technologies, we use ideas, we use tools created by people from other races. We need to collaborate. to be cooperating, to be breaking down barriers, not putting up gates. When you see a brother or a sister coming into Pan-Africanism, they have a dream, they have a goal, they have a plan to make things better, we welcome them in and we give them the support that they deserve. Not to tear them down because they have a non-black spouse or to shut the gate on their face. That is stupidity. Even our heroes that have done great things, instead of we promoting them, we still castigating them because they did not marry a black woman. Which kind of nonsense be that? Michael Jackson, whether you like it or not, he did very, very remarkable works for the advancement of black African people. Because his contributions cannot be ignored. His legacy, his songs, his foundation, so many things, it cannot be ignored. He's one of our icons, he's one of our legends, he should be deified. I pour libation to Michael Jackson. I even value Michael Jackson more than Nelson Mandela, in case you don't know. I value him more than a lot of our so-called African heroes out there. But you will not know, because I see the great thing and I understand where Michael Jackson is coming from and the trajectory and the things that his song did in breaking down the barriers of racism in America. His songs alone went a long way to shame white supremacy, to break down the useless, those barricades. His song actually unified people, brought peace to people, brought happiness to this world. Michael Jackson did that. This was his aim, this was his goal. So because he made a few mistakes that say, okay, he didn't marry a non-black, a black woman, doesn't mean that we should just dismiss and discredit and castigate him and will be the ones to be insulted. If people want to, it should not be us black people. It should not be us Pan-African people that should be doing this. Whether you like it or not, it's our hero. We should support and celebrate him, even emulate him to a certain extent. What he did, many black people cannot do it. Many white people cannot even aspire to it. We should support him. In death, in glory, we should deify him and preserve his name and his legacy. Not continue to tear him down. Marrying somebody does not stop you from achieving your dreams or your goals in life. If your goal is to promote African unity, to promote African prosperity, to bring love and harmony to the continent, if your goal is to do all these things, by all means, partner up with people that will support that dream. If it's the white people around you that are ready to support that dream, partner up with them. If it's the non-black people around you, partner up with them. I have been many cases whereby I've been supported by foreigners more than even black people, even in Nigeria here. A lot of Africans here don't care about Pan-Africanism. They don't even know what that is. What they care about is stomach infrastructure. Who is going to feed them? Where is their next meal coming from? They are ready to do anything to sabotage African Pan-Africanism. I've seen it. I have told the story about some people that came to approach me from Cameroon one time. They want me to join an organization that is designed to sabotage African unity and Pan-Africanism. I said that story before. So, I've seen a lot of people claiming blackness, that to be black, you must marry a black person before they must do. No, it's not necessarily the case. If all the black people around you are chronic Negropians, you still go and put yourself there, you now become like a crab in the bucket where all of you are pulled there. We just pull you down. If you have a dream, just like Martin Luther King, do not allow anybody to destroy that dream. When I discovered my consciousness, I discovered my aim. I didn't allow my family people to pull me down because I want to claim that I love them. The people around me, they are not having the same mentality with me. They are chronic, idiotic Christians. How do I plan with them? I'm having a dream of advancing African consciousness and spirituality in Africa. It doesn't make sense for me to go and be partnering with idiot Christians that will not support my dream. I need to partner up with people that will support my dream. Even if the people, they are not African people, I will partner with them as far as my dream manifests into a reality. That is what matters to me. So we have many Pan-Africanists, wherever they come from, that they have non-partners that are non-black, whether they are actors, they are movie stars, they are musicians, they are writers. They have the foresight to partner up with people that help them manifest that dream. That is why we are hearing their name today. That is why we are hearing their name today. If they are partnered with a fool or with an idiot because they want to prove their loyalty to the black skin, we will not know about them today. I believe we will not hear about many of them today. So, with all due respect, all this nonsense these people are talking about, claiming to be full Pan-Africanists, you must be this, you must be that. As we are born in different places. Some people are born in rocky places, some are born in watery places, some are born in deserts. You work with what you have. When you find yourself in an environment, if you find yourself in America, you find yourself in the UK, in Europe, and you have a dream, you have no option than to work with the materials and the human resources that are there to bring that dream to reality. If you are living in Iceland and you surely must get married because it's too cold, you work with the people that are there. As far as that partnership will keep your dream alive, we keep the candle flame burning. By all means, do that. Do not allow your dream to die. This is what I tell people. I tell one of my friends as a spiritualist, he told me that wherever he said the place is living, everybody's a Christian. She's the only Pan-Africanist in that city. It's very difficult for her to get a relationship. I told her to go inside the church, find somebody from the church, bring the person out of the church, and make the person a Pan-Africanist. You have to work with what you have. This is how life is. Michael Jackson could be, maybe those are the only people around him at that point in time. You know, these stars that don't used to, when you become famous and big, it's very difficult for you to meet people. That is one thing, because everybody will be so nice to you. Everybody will be after your money. You will not know who really love you because you are rich. It's very difficult for a rich man or a rich woman to find love. Because everybody knows you. When they see you, everybody wants to date you, to marry you. Everybody pretends. How can you know the real person that loves you for who you are? You don't know. So maybe these are the only two people he feel that he really trusts, that they love him for who he is, that we are around him at that point in time. We cannot judge him. Nobody is perfect. If you find yourself in a place that you are the only one and you're a Pan-Africanist, an African spiritualist, you have to work with whatever you have there. As far as your mission, your goal is still intact, by all means do that. The struggle will survive for another day. This is the way I see it too. So please, let's stop antagonizing our own people. Some of these people saying these things, they have never been that situation. If you have somebody like me that have traveled around the world, been to places whereby you'll be the only black person in the city, the only conscious black person at any point in time, how do you do? How do you survive? You interact with people that are there. You come down to their level. You do things based on their level. There's no explaining. You just find a way to survive. And when you have your free pass, you leave that place. Many people don't understand this. You think life is like a one flat bed for everybody. It's not a one size fits all. So please stop tearing our people down because they have a non-black spouse. So they cannot actually add their own quota to African spirituality development. That is very wrong. Okay? Everybody have a role to play in the advancement and development of African progress and unity. Everybody, whether you white, you black, if you're really a child of Africa and you love the continent, there's always something for you to do. There's always something for you to contribute. Do not allow anybody to block you out or to get you out, or to some of these people that are claiming this Pan-African. Even in Pan-Africanism, we have enemies there. We have witches and wizards that pretending to be Pan-Africanists, but they don't want. They are working against. We have spies in Pan-African. When they see any genuine person coming in, they try to shut the person out. We have these people. I have encountered them. Not every Pan-Africanist is a real Pan-Africanist. One day I'm going to do a video on this. Maybe very soon. Not everybody claiming that they love Africa, they want to help Africa, is there to see Africa succeed or survive. They're just pretending. When they see people actually doing genuine work, they'll be the first to castigate you. They'll be the first to blast you, to talk bad things against you, to spoil you, so that people will not come to you. I've encountered such people many times on this channel, coming to attack me, to destroy my works. I've seen it, man. I have been a victim of this kind of people. I know that they exist. So I'm just saying this here, that when you say you want to do this work, you have to be prepared. You have to be dedicated. It doesn't matter whether you're white, you're married to a white person or a non-black person. If you have the passion, the dream, the determination, you can contribute your quota to the advancement and development. You can use your talents just the way Michael Jackson did to contribute his quota, just the way Bob Marley did, just the way Sheikh Anta Diop did, just the way Malcolm X did, the way Martin Luther King, the way Fela Anikulapo did, the way Sankara did, the way Kwame Nkrumah did. It doesn't matter who you are married to, okay? As far as you are doing the work, the ancestors will always be with you. The ancestors will bless the work of your hands, and people will know that you are really doing the work. People will support you. The spirits will support you. People will rally around you. Don't allow anybody to kill your dreams, using it against you. That you married to a white person, you married to a white person, therefore you cannot be here. They should go to hell. Them that married to black person, how many contributions have they done? They that are married to a black person, what do they have to offer? They should keep quiet and sit down. This is the way I see it. I'm the one that said it. Okay, so before you point somebody, try to shoot them down. You must be ready to show yourself worthy. Not just come and be insulting other people, diminishing their achievements, finding a loophole to castigate them. That is rubbish. If our people want to attack us, let them attack, but we are not supposed to be the ones to be shooting down our own heroes. We are not supposed to be those ones. Okay? So this is my point on this issue, my own opinion on it. I would like to know your own opinion on it as well. Does marrying a non-black person make you anti-black? Please, I would like to hear more about this in the comment section, because this keeps coming up. Okay, let's see it. For me, it doesn't make, for me, it's your contribution, your dedication that matters, not your spouse. Your private life and your professional life should not be the same. Okay, so this is where I see it. You can find love anywhere. It doesn't matter. Your love can be intentional, your love can be emotional, but what matters is that, are you doing the work you were sent to do? What is your quota? What is your contribution to the advancement and development of African people, African race, and African spirituality? This is what should matter to us, not who they are sleeping with. Okay, so with that, I rest my case. I thank you very much for watching. Questions and comments are welcome. And of course, if you are not getting any of my books, you know that I will always talk about my books. This is the latest one, Ancient Sacred Urhobo Spirituality. In this book, I talked about the spirituality of the African people of West Africa before colonization, especially from the extraction of the Urhobo people of Niger Delta area. In this book, I focus on two primary deities called Ogun and Olokun. These are deities that exist before time. These are deities that are venerated by African people, that are venerated by my people. In this book, you will know about this deity, the cosmology of the Urhobo people, the origin of them, how to venerate this deity, how to make contact with them. I also put in over 210 spells that you can practice to help you strengthen your knowledge, deepen your knowledge of African spirituality, and then connect you to the roots of the craft. So this book will help you. It's designed to bring your spirit online, to bring that awakening, that organic consciousness, so that you can have the spirit of the black cat, of the black panther, or what we call Ologboshere in Africa. So if you don't have this book, you need to have it. It's one of the hottest books now, Ancient Sacred Urhobo Spirituality. one of my contributions to the advancement and development of African spirituality. Another of my contributions to the advancement and development is quantum physics and plasma physics. These two books are very, very important. If you are somebody that is trying to look for where science and spirituality connects, the interrelationship between science and spirituality, you will find it in quantum physics and plasma physics, because these two books talks about the spirit realm. Quantum physics talks about the study of the invisible particles of nature, smallest indivisible particles, which is the atomic structure, and the visible particles of course. From the quantum realm, you translate or you diverge or you pass through to the plasma realm. So from quantum we go to plasma. Quantum is made up of physical and invisible particles, while plasma is complete invisible particles. So you pass through the quantum realm to go to the spirit world. African spirituality is the study of things that the study of nature, natural principles, things we don't see with the naked eye, principles in Africa, elemental deities. We talk about the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom, the water kingdom, the air kingdom, the fire kingdom. All these are the basic components of life. And you're going to find all these principles in quantum and plasma physics. So African spirituality and modern science is talking about the same damn thing. So if you want to see that scientific connection, you want to know about melanin, dark matter consciousness, negative space, ghost DNA, all those kind of stuff, gargled ground unifying God Almighty theory. You want to know about all these advanced topics, 0-point energy, you will find them here in quantum physics. In plasma physics, you talk about generating unlimited amount of energy. You talk about how the sun generates its energy. You talk about the thermonuclear fusion reactors, capacitors, and all those things. This is advanced stuff. You need to know them. If you open your eye, it will bring you online to what is happening in the world right now. We are now in the space age, in the age of plasma physics. So you need to update yourself and your body of knowledge by getting these two books. These are part of my contributions to the advancement of African spirituality. If you want to know about herbs, the how to mix different kind of herbs and compounds to give you different results, how to use them for healing, to use them for so many things, for protection, prosperity, love, and the rest. Walking in the shadow of the God will help you. Very, very good book with a lot of spells and stuff. You need to get it. Then this one, Whispers of Amenity, Pathways to Ascension. If you want to know how to venerate African deities, we have several deities here that are very, very important that you need to know how they work. We have the deity of wisdom, deity of prosperity, deity of decision making, deity of reincarnation, deity of destruction, and other advanced concepts that you need to know. You need to know about the Ori, about the Hang, about so many other things. I put them in this book. This book is very good, very valuable. It's actually a grimoire, a workbook that will connect you to these deities. With this book, you don't need to travel to Africa or to spend time looking for who to teach you African spirituality. This book does that for you with the practical application of the spells. So please get them. The 5 of them are here. You can get the 5 or you can get them one by one. Then if you want to join my program where I teach African spirituality, I have a 6-month program where I teach it from the science to the history, metaphysics, and the hardcore spirituality. You can also join that program as well. If you also want to buy your spiritual items, your meditation beads, your cowries, your candles, rocket candles, your soap, and the rest, you can also do that as well. Apart from that, I thank you very much. People supporting the channel. If you want to do your Oracle Tarot consultation, I do that as well. Apart from that, anything else you want to do, you can contact me on this channel, message me under any of my videos, and I will get back to you. So I'll be seeing you all in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace. One love.